What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Being Beautifully Honest channel. We're going to have a reality chat, and this is going to be about Porsha Family Matters, her child's father, Dennis McKinley, and just the BS that she spouted off earlier this year when she announced that she was engaged to Simon Guobadia, and the statement that she made on social media about this situation because she was in a picture with Simon and with Dennis. So recently we've seen the episodes of Porsha Family Matters, and it's really just a mess. It's just a hot mess. You may think it's entertaining, you may think it's just trash. Either way, it's like a train wreck. If you see it, it's hard to take your eyes off of it. And it's not because it's entertaining. It's not because it's a good show. It really just showcases what a train wreck all of this is, all of it. But earlier this year, she announced on Instagram that she was off the market and she was engaged to Simon Guobadia. And so she said, our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night, tuning out all negative energy and only focus on positive wishes. He makes me so happy, and to me, that is what matters most. First of all, you that need facts, I get the optics, but Simon filed for divorce from a previous marriage in January. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing. That's between the two of them. Fallon and I are not friends, and Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is a positive, loving step forward in everyone's lives. Okay, this is the part. When she says, Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents they can be to baby PJ. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life, and we cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Hashtag love wins. Okay, I just had to put the spin on it because you know how Porsha speaks all bubbly and she's just, fake. Anyway, recently she came out and she put a statement out on Instagram because people have been seeing this back and forth with Dennis, and it just seems like there's just a whole lot going on. Even though Simon, we believe, really is there for the camera, loves to be seen, all of that good stuff. He wants the views and the eyes and the followers and all that stuff. But it seems that Porsha and Dennis have a lot of unfinished business. Okay, so she wrote a post on her Instagram and she said, hey loves, now you all know by now I don't address too much of what's happening on the show because I'd rather you just enjoy what is meant for entertainment. Okay, so is this just all for entertainment or is this real? Anyway, she continues. But because of future low-life accusations made by Dennis of me on the show, I want to make it known that yes, my daughter was in Mexico with me, as she is majority of the time when I travel, as a single mom. But what happened to the co-parenting? Okay, let me get back. But as you can imagine, after the first dinner, I saw just how crazy it was going to be and chose to keep her off camera while I was there working on the show. However, we stayed an extra week in Mexico, and as a family, we, parentheses, my fiance and I, blended and enjoyed the rest of our vacation. I'm a damn good mother, and I always have my baby girl close no matter what. She is my world and my purpose, and for anyone to raise a question against that, shame on you. Shame on you and whoever raised you. Okay, I'm done. Good night. Please, guys, keep talking, keep tweeting. The show is doing well, and I'm glad you are all entertained. I don't really know if the show is doing that well, but it definitely is a hot mess. And for those who are watching it, they are sharing how much of a hot mess it is. Even some people call it Porsha's Family Mess and not Porsha's Family Matters. Anyway, so she made that statement and someone responded to her and they said, how can you call yourself a single mom when you're engaged to a millionaire and you were engaged to another millionaire who is the father of your child? So she responds and she says, I literally have no idea how much he makes. Pretty sure it's not millions. What millionaire doesn't pay child support, only daycare, and buys fake Rolex? Well, one that you were engaged to, one that you chose to have a baby with. You were the one that chose to be with this man, chose to get pregnant by him, and she even claimed that on the last season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said, he had his own business, he was making money, he's doing that and the other, like, yeah, go ahead, knock me up. And she got pregnant. So who is really at fault here? So is that why you upgraded to the supposed millionaire, which there's some people saying Dennis doesn't really have, not Dennis, but Simon doesn't really have as much money as he's claiming to have. But I guess, that will be revealed and we'll figure that out when it does come out. But I just wanted to address that, BS statement that she put out earlier this year, because when she said that she and Simon and Dennis were co-parenting and she said, we should praise them. She didn't say we should praise Simon because he is stepping up to make this family become a blended family, even though we're not even married yet, but he's seeing baby PJ as one of his own already, and Dennis is allowing it. No, she said that they're co-parenting together. So I don't understand how you go from that to now blasting him on social media, Dennis, shall we say, and saying that you don't believe that he makes millions and that he doesn't pay child support and he only pays for daycare and buys a fake Rolex. And does baby PJ really need daycare? Because I thought her mom was her nanny. I don't know. But again, it's just a complete and utter mess. And Porsha, the things that she is just allowing to come out on social media has been insane. Because it was also reported that a former producer from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, he concocted this scene with Porsha where she would go and apologize to Kandi. This was after the accusations that happened where Porsha accused Kandi and her husband of wanting to drug her and take her down to their sex dungeon and rape her. Like, these were things that she, said. Whether she said someone told her or not, she put these things out there. This producer came out and he said that the apology was fake and they did it to change the narrative and switch things up because they were icing her out, and Kandi did not want to film with Porsha, so he made this situation happen where she would go to Kandi, apologize on camera, and then that would switch it up and change things, and then that would put Porsha into a place of having the upper hand. Now, I mean, I thought that revelation was ridiculous because anybody who watched it could tell that Porsha wasn't really genuine when she gave that apology, because after several episodes and even a couple of seasons of that happening, Porsha was calling Kandi a victim. Oh, victim Kandi. It was apparent that she was not really genuine in an apology, although Kandi was still hot with her. So I get that. I get in a way why Porsha would say, well, look, I've apologized. I don't know how much more I can do. But the apology wasn't genuine. And that's probably why Kandi kept bringing it up, because she felt that the apology isn't genuine. When you apologize to people, people can usually tell when you are sincere. Sometimes they know you're sincere, but they just not be in a place of ready to let it go or forgive you. So they're not just going to act like all is well and move forward and, hopscotch, skipping into the sunset, holding hands with you. They're just not in that place of saying, I am ready to move forward with this person. I hear what they've said. Okay, cool. But I still need time to go through my grieving process because of what they did to me. And it makes sense. So people could tell that Porsha wasn't genuine, but this person coming out and sharing that information, I feel that only hurts Porsha. even more because the show is not looking good. It's looking like a hot mess. The situation with her, how she got with the fiance that she has now, it's questionable whether they are really going to get married, even though she claims that she has set a date for the wedding at this point, because people were questioning, okay, well, if you're engaged, when are you going to get married? And she was saying that they were just courting each other and not focusing on the wedding at this point and looking for a house and all that other stuff. Those are things that she said on the Tamron Hall show. But it really is just looking crazy right now for Porsha, and now her coming out and saying that Portia's not sure if Dennis even makes millions, and he buys a fake Rolex and doesn't pay child support. It's making you look foolish, Porsha. It doesn't really make Dennis look bad. Looking at the show, those who are watching it, more people are on Dennis's side than they are on Portia's side and Portia's family side. More people, I do believe, are rocking with Dennis, even though Dennis was allegedly cheating on her when they were engaged and all of that other stuff. I don't believe that he really was ready to get married. Again, goes back to my thoughts when I talk about, and I have spoken a number of times about marriages and how a lot of people make marriage look bad because you have two broken people trying to come together into a union. They were not suited for marriage. They probably were not even suited for each other, but they chose to move forward and have a wedding and get married, and then they make the union of marriage look like a terrible thing, and then it just adds to the statistics and the numbers of how many marriages wind up in divorce. There is a reason for that. It's because you have broken people coming together in a union, and she shouldn't have even had a child with this man, but she did. The little girl is beautiful, cute little girl. She's growing into herself, and Porsha, I do believe, really loves being a mother. I do see that as a role that she is really taking 100% wholeheartedly, and kudos to her for doing that. But again, it just looks like she just made a number of foolish decisions, and we keep seeing that with Porsha over and over again on this show. From the first husband to the other guy that she was going to move in with, and he ghosted her. The other guy that quit his job to be with her, and so she dumped him because you can't be with Porsha and not have any money. and then she got with Dennis, and she was loving him because she claimed he had all of this money, and so she went ahead and got pregnant, and then they got engaged, and then they wound up breaking up, and then she was reportedly with the stripper at Cynthia's bachelorette weekend, and now she is engaged to, whether they were real friends or fake friends, they were friends on the show, somebody who was married to someone else on that show. Everything just looks bad, it sounds bad, it feels bad, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But Porsha really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, so she just comes across as an airhead who's all about the looks and being the eye candy Instagram model sort of thing, and not having to really make wise choices and decisions because they baby her, they allow her to get away with dragging people beating people down. Like, she just is who she is, and because she has been rewarded for her bad behavior, I just don't see her changing. I don't see her changing. But anyway, you all let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section.